So we are having many type of clipping based on the nature of the entities. So here we are having both the points, we are also having both the points under the line. So in order to clip both the points under the lines, we are performing the clipping operation separately. So suppose if you are applying the clipping operation and algorithm to a point entity, then it is called as point clipping. Suppose if you are applying the algorithm to a line, then it is called as line clipping. Okay, so here the point clipping is nothing but just assume a point p of x comma y does not satisfy the following conditions will be clipped away. For example, consider a point which is available within this window. So here the minimum region is, this is x minimum, this is y minimum point, like I said in my AutoCAD demo. So initially you have to set the limit of the window screen. So this is 0 comma 0 and this is maximum limit. You can customizely set this maximum limit. This is x max and y max. Suppose if a point is available within this minimum and the maximum limit, then that point satisfies the condition and it should be displayed. Suppose if a point is not satisfying the window limits, which means xw minimum less than xw maximum. Suppose if you consider the x coordinate, suppose that the x coordinate is not lying within this boundary region or within this range xw minimum, xw maximum, then it should be discarded. So here the xw represents, w means window, v means viewport. Here it is represented as w, so it is window. So it is minimum x in window, it is minimum x in it is minimum x in window, it is maximum x in window. So it is minimum y in window, it is maximum y in window. Okay, so normally in our examinations they may ask you to write the clipping algorithm, or they may ask you to solve the given problem by using the clipping algorithm. So if you are considering the clipping algorithm, there are many types of clipping algorithm, but the famous clipping algorithm is Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. You could also apply this clipping algorithm, Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, for polygonal facets also. So here we are going to discuss the Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm for the purpose of line operations. Okay, so here it is called as line clipping. So what is meant by line clipping? Suppose if your interested entity, or suppose if your operational entity is a line, then it is called as line clipping. Suppose if your area of interest to be clipped is polygon, then it is called as polygon clipping. Suppose if your area of interest is about the clipping of points, then it is called as point clipping. So only the nature of the entity, the geometry of the entity is different, but the remaining things are same. So here most commonly we are discussing the line clipping. So in the line clipping you could see the window. This is the window. This is the area of interest. So this is the window. So what we have to do is our objective is we have to display the line which is available within this window only. So we should eliminate the line which is lying outside the window or partially lying outside the window. So for this purpose we are using an algorithm called clipping algorithm. So how this clipping algorithm is working? So before starting the application of clipping algorithm for the purpose of discarding the lines, we should notice that we should assign a region code for all the parts of the screen. So the what is meant by region code? The region code is nothing but it is a 4-digit code. Okay, 4-digit code which is assigned in the form of bits. Okay, like 4 bits. Okay, so each region code will represent and cover a particular region of the window, and suppose if the line is not lying in that particular region, then that particular digits will be turned 0. Suppose if a line is lying in that region, then that particular bit is turned into 1. So it will be turned only into 1 or either 0. Okay, not other values. So you could see the bit code here. So the normal bit code or the normal formula for writing or assigning the region code is TBRL. TBRL. What is meant by TBRL here? So T represents top, B represents bottom, R represents right, and L represents left. Okay, so here the bit 1 is called as left, the bit 2 is called as right, and the bit 3 is called as bottom, and the bit 4 is called as top. Okay, so you could see in the window you have to extend the vertex available with the boundary of the window. For example, here as I'm showing in the screen, so this particular vertex is extended, okay, to mark the one end of the boundary between left and the right region. So this region is called as top. This region is called as top. Which region? This region is called as top region. Why it is called as top region? Because it is available above the window. It is available immediately. It is available immediate in the top of the window. So that's why it is called as top region. Okay. So similarly, if you consider this region, this is called as the bottom region. Why it is called as the bottom region? So because it is available below the window. So similarly, if you consider this region, this is called as left region. Why it is called as left region? Because it is available left of the left to the window. So similarly, this is called as R region. Okay. So TBRL. I hope you all understand this code now. So what will happen? So for example, look at this point number 4. Point number 4. So what is happening here? So in this point number 4, this 4 is P4 is lying in the right side of the window, correct? So right side of the window means that particular right bit, okay, R bit should be turned into 1. The remaining 3 bits should be 0. So that what is happened here? So this bit, this is 1. So for this point 4, this bit 2 is 1. This it is not lying in left. So 0. This is it is also not lying in bottom. So it is also 0. It is not lying in top. So it is also 0. So the code is 0010. That is what mentioned here. Similarly, if you consider this region, this particular region, so what is happening here? It is lying between uh, top and the right, which means above the window. Okay, above the window. Definitely, it is above the window, but it is lying in the right side of the window. So top right of the window. So what we have to do is here for this particular point, we have to do this is top right, correct? So top in the T I should mention 1, in the R I should mention 1. So in the remaining points I should mention as 0, 1 0 1 0. Okay, so this is called as line clipping. So you could notice some of the lines are, some of the endpoints of the lines are completely lying outside the window. Okay, like this point P5 and P6, but some of the points are lying completely inside the window like P1 and P2. Similarly, you could also notice some of the points are crossing the window. So what is happening in the case of completely lines completely lying outside the window? It is very simple that we could eliminate this line completely. But what is in the case of this point, this line completely lying inside the window? So we could accept the endpoints of this line, two endpoints of this line directly without discarding any point or without finding any intersection point. But what is in the case of P3 and P4? Here it is partially crossing the window. The two endpoints of the line is completely lying outside the window. So what we have to do is initially we have to find the two intersection points because this line is crossing this window boundary in two portions, correct? In 2 points. So what we have to do is initially we have to find the two intersection points, then we have to discard the remaining portion, and we could display the display this line, partial line, from the intersection point 1 to the intersection point 2. So this is what happening in clipping algorithm. So this is the concept here. So line clipping, so line that do not intersect the clipping window are either completely inside the window or completely outside the window. So this method is used to save the line segment. So this method is used to discard the line segment. This method is used to divide the line according to the window coordinate. Okay. So next, so this is the Cohen-Sutherland algorithm. So these are the steps involved in the Cohen-Sutherland algorithm. As I told, we are having TBRL code. The initial first, the step number one is we have to assign a region code of 4 digits for two endpoints of the given line. Suppose if it is a point, then it is the one point. Okay, it is a 1 point. Suppose if it is a line, then it is the 2 point. Suppose if it is a polygon, then it may contain multiple points. Okay, so then in the step 2, after assigning the region code, in the step 2, if both the endpoints have a region code 0000, suppose if both the endpoints are having its 4 digits as 0, okay, complete 0, then we could assume that particular line is lying inside. Suppose if one of the digit is not complete, one of the digit is 1, okay, then the four digit code is not completely 0, then we could assume that there is some part of the line is partially crossing the border. Then we have to notice that point, then we have to perform the clipping operation. So before performing the clipping operation, we must find the intersection point, and then we should apply the clipping algorithm. So the step number 3 is, suppose if all the 4 digits are not 0, then we must move to the step number 3. In the step number 3, we must perform the logical AND operation for both the region codes. What is meant by both the region codes here? Here both region codes represents the endpoint, the region code for the one endpoint and the region code for the another endpoint. Suppose if all the 4 digits, okay, all the 4 digits of the region code 1 and all the 4 digits of the region code 2 are completely 0, then it means the point or line is completely lying within the window. There is no need of clipping. But suppose if the result is not 0, for example, you are having endpoint 1, so 0 0 0 0. So for endpoint 1, you are having 0 0 0 0. So similarly for the endpoint 2, 0 0 0 1. Let me consider this is the region code for endpoint 1, for point 2. So now you have to perform the logical AND operation. What is the logical AND operation? If both are true, the answer is true. If both the inputs are true, then answer is true. Otherwise, it is completely false. So what is happening here? Both the inputs are not true, because one is 0, another one is 1. If both the inputs are true, then answer is true. Otherwise, it is false. So I mentioned it is false. Okay. So similarly, so like this, we have to check the codes. Okay, here it is 0, here it is 0, here it is 0. So even though you got the answer as 0 0 0 0, but you must notice the one of the input is in one format, which means non-zero format. So we must do the partial intersection process for finding the intermediate point. Then we should discard the rest. அதாவது நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றது புரியுதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இப்போ மூணு பாயிண்ட் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, 2 இன்புட்டு ஒரு அவுட்புட் இருக்குங்க. இந்த 2 இன்புட்டுமே 0 0 கம்ப்ளீட்டா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, அதே மாதிரி வர ஆன்சரும் கம்ப்ளீட்டா 0வா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, இந்த மூணு கோடுமே 0 0 கம்ப்ளீட்டா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, கம்ப்ளீட் 0 டேர்மா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா வி ஷுட் அஷ்யூம் இட் இஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் லையிங் இன்சைடு த விண்டோ அப்படின்னு அஷ்யூம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். சப்போஸ் இந்த 4 டிஜிட் இதுல ஒரு 3 0 இருக்கு, இதுல ஒரு 1 வந்திருக்கு, சிமிலர்லி கீழே வந்து 4 0 வந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னா, ரெண்டு டேர்ம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு கம்ப்ளீட் 0 இருக்குங்க. ஒரு டேர்ம் பாருங்க, ஒரு லைன் பாருங்க, இது வந்து நான்-0 டேர்ம்ல இருக்கு. இது என்ன மீனிங் ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ணுதுன்னா, டெஃபினெட்லி தேர் இஸ் ஏ சம் இன்டர்செக்ஷன் ரீஜியன், பார்ஷியல் இன்டர்செக்ஷன் இஸ் தேர் அப்படிங்கிறத நமக்கு இது ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ணுது. ஸோ வாட் வி ஹேவ் டு டூ இஸ், then we have to perform the partial intersection, then we have to find the intersection point, then we should perform the clipping operation once again. Okay, நம்ம இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் பார்க்குறப்போ உங்களுக்கு இன்னும் கிளியராக அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த ஸ்டெப் நம்பர் 3. தென் ஸ்டெப் நம்பர் 3.2, else line is partially inside. Suppose if both the endpoints have a region code 0000, then given line is completely inside. So if it is not, then else perform the logical AND operation for both the region codes. If the result is not completely 0, then given line is completely outside, else line is partially inside. So if the line is partially inside case, then the step number 3.2.1 is we have to choose an endpoint of the line that is outside the given rectangle, then find the intersection point of the rectangular boundary. This is called as partial intersection. Then based on the region code, then replace the endpoint with the intersection point and update the region code. So once again, you have to repeat the step number 2 until we find a clipped line either trivially accepted or trivially rejected. So this is a cyclic process. You have to repeat the steps, right from step number 1 to step number 4 till the completion of all the line execution. Okay. So this is the problem, sample problem. So here, this is my window. So this is my window. So this is my window. So here my lines are, I'm having P1, P2, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, then P7, P8. So I'm having 4 lines here. So here, if you look at the line directly, P1, P2 is completely outside. So P3, P4 is completely inside. P8 and P7 is partially crossing the line. Okay. So we have to find our 2 new intermediate points. Intermediate 1, intermediate 2. Similarly, P5 and P6. So one end of the P5 and P6 line is partially outside. So we have to find the new intersection point. So the step number 1 is, after I am drawing this window, what I have to do is I have to extend this window. Okay, window vertex extend like this. Then after extending this window vertex, what we have to do is we have to assign the region code. So how we assign the region code? Based on the formula TB or L. Okay, so based on this formula, we have to assign the code. So based on this formula, this is the top region. So my code is 1000. So this is my bottom region. So my code is 0100. Similarly, this is my right side. So what we have to do is 0010. This is my left side 0001. So similarly, this is top right. So this is top left. So this is bottom left. This is bottom right. So based on the respective position, I have allotted the region codes. Okay. So now what is the next step? I have to select the lines one by one. So my first line is P1 and P2. I am considering this P1 and P2 as my first case. So what is the region code of this P1 and P2? Both this P1 and P2 are lying in the left side of the window. So P1 is nothing but 0001. Similarly, P2 is nothing but 0001 because both the endpoints are lying in this region, 0001 region. So similarly, now I have to perform the AND operation. So what is my AND operation here? If both the answer is true, then my output is, sorry, both the input is true, then my output is true. Okay, so look at here. If it is 00, you are giving 00 as input, then you will get 0 as output. If you are giving 0 and 1 as input, then you are getting 0 as output. 1 and 0, you will get 0 as output. If you are giving both 1 and 1 as input, okay, then you will get 1 as output. So here it is non-zero term, it is also non-zero term. So definitely my answer is also in non-zero term. Okay. So if all non-zero terms are there, then it indicates P1 and P2 are completely outside the window. So then we have to reject the line. We have to reject the line, which means the line is completely invisible. That is what happening in this first case. We could decide the result by observing the diagram directly, but these are the logic which is performed by the computer. Okay, so here it is rejected. This P1 and P2 line is rejected and it is completely invisible. Okay. So what in the next case I am considering case 2, I am considering P3 and P4. So look at the position of P3 and P4. This P3 and P4 is in the region of 0000 because it is completely lying inside the boundary of the window. So it is P3 and P4 is 0000. 4 digits are 0000. So here P3 and P4. So the region code for P3 is 4 zeros. Similarly, the region code for P4 is 4 zeros. So it is a zero term, completely zero term. It is a completely zero term. So my answer is also in complete zero term, which means it indicates P3 and P4 are completely inside the window and no clipping is required. So we could accept the line directly and it is completely visible. Okay. So then in the case 3, I am selecting P5 and P6. So this P5 and P6 is one end of the line P6 is lying inside the window. One end of the line P5, P6 is lying outside the window. So what I have to do is, first of all, I have to assign the region code. So P5, I am having the region code of non-zero term 1000. Similarly, P6, I am having the region code of complete zero term 0000. Then I have to find the logical AND operation result. So as per the rule, the logical AND operation result is zeroth term. Complete result of the logical AND operation is zeroth term. Okay, all the four region points are decided as 0 in the result. So what is happening here? One input is non-zero, another input is 0, but you are getting the answer in 0. So which means it indicates P5 and P6. Okay, in the line P5 and P6, some position. Okay, some portion of the line is lying inside the window, and some portion of the line is lying outside the window. So it represents that the clipping is required here. Okay, so how we are performing the clipping here? So first of all, we have to find the intermediate point. Okay, the point of intersection with the window boundary. So for finding the intermediate point, what I have to do is I should notice this point and I should mark this point as P5 dash. Okay, because P5 is lying outside the window, correct? So from P5, I have to mark a new point called P5 dash. Suppose if P6 is lying outside the window, then I could mark P6 dash as my intersection point. So here it is P5 dash. So P5 dash and P6. Okay, now these 2 points will create a line. Okay, P5 dash is the new endpoint of the line. Then what we have to do is we have to perform this P5 dash and P6 dash the logical AND operation. So here it is complete zero term. It is also complete zero term. So here the answer is also in complete zero term. So we should accept the line between P5 dash and the P6, and we should discard the line between P5 dash and the P5. Okay, so similarly, if you are considering the P7 and P8 line, okay, P7 and P8 line, both the endpoints, both the given endpoints are lying outside the window. So we must find the two intersection point as P7 dash and P8 dash. Then we have to discard the line between P7 dash and the P7 and P8 dash and the P8. So that is happened here. So initially in P7 and P8, we have found that we are having two non-zero inputs and one zeroth input, one zeroth output. So it needs clipping. Whenever you are getting two non-zero input or one non-zero input, but in the answer you are getting suppose zeroth output, definitely it means some portion of the line is lying outside the window, and we must do the intersection. Okay, intersection clipping. So that is the concept here. So here P7 and P7 dash it is clipped, then P7 dash it is completely zero, then P8 it is non-zero. Once again the operation is performed, but here also we are getting the zeroth term as result. But what is main point here? Here we are having 40 as input in one end. So similarly we are having non-zero term as input in another end, but we are getting result in zeroth term. So we must know we must do the clipping once again. So P8 and P8 dash, so it is clipped. So P8 dash it is zeroth term, P7 dash it is complete zeroth term. So in the answer also I will get the zeroth term. So here the line is accepted and it is completely visible. So this is the result after clipping. Okay, I hope this clipping algorithm is visible to you clearly. So here this is the consolidation table. So here you could find the response for all the lines. This is serial number, this is the line, this is the endpoint code generated, region point code generated, this is logical ending results. Okay, so then the final prediction is displayed here. So here P1 P2 completely invisible, P3 P4 completely visible, P5 P6 partially visible, and it needs clipping. So here we have to find the intersection point. Then once again we have to do the clipping process. Similarly P5 dash and P6, here it is complete zero term, you could accept the line. So this is similarly for P7 P8 it is partially visible and needs clipping. Similarly P7 dash and P8 it is also partially visible and needs clipping. Similarly P7 dash and P8 dash it is completely visible line. Okay, so this is called as clipping process.